Hi all, welcome back to Tech Boss. So today we are going to do tables in web page. So the building blocks of HTML tables are the table tag, tr tag, th tag, and the td tag. The table tag defines the table itself. The tr tag defines the table row. The th tag defines the table header, whereas the td tag defines the table data or cell content. So I will teach you how to create a basic HTML table. So let's start. First of all, we'll write HTML. Then we'll write the head. Then we'll write the title. We'll give the title Creating Tables in HTML. We'll end the title and then the head. So we'll now write the body. So what I'm making is the invoice of suppose a store which has sold laptops and desktop. So first I'll write the H1 and then center. So guys, please remember that the spelling of center must be center and not centre. Now I'll write invoice. I'll end H1. I'll end the center. Now, the next command is the table command. Now, we will write TR. TR stands for table row. Like we create a row for like item name, price per unit, quantity, and total price. So the thing that they come in one line. So that line is the table row. So after writing that, I'll write TH. TH stands for table heading. Like we are creating a table for invoice, so the item name and all the things are the heading of the table. And the rest things like laptop and desktop or sold, that is the data of the table. So I write TH and then item name. We need to end the th after every thing we write. Then I'll again write th, then price per unit, then I'll end the th, I'll again write th, and I'll write quantity, I'll end the th, I'll again write th, and this time I'll write total price. Total price in the th. So we need to end the table row as well, so that we specify the computer where the table row ends. Now we'll create another table row, and this time instead of th we write td. TD stands for table data. So we need to write the table data because it's the data of the table and not the heading of the table. So now I'll write TD laptop, then TD closed, again TD, and the price per unit I'll write maybe 30,000, and I'll end the TH. Then in quantity maybe 2, then I'll write TH ended, and then I write total price is maybe 60,000. So I'll end the TH. Then one more table row in that TD, and then I write desktop. Then I end the TD and then I again write TD, and for desktop maybe 25,000. So you must be thinking what I am writing these numbers. So I am making a table, so like item name, laptop and desktop, and price per unit like these 30,000, 25,000, and then quantity and total price respectively. And the TD, again write TD, and maybe four are okay. Then end the TD, again TD. This time the price will be 1 lakh. 1 lakh. Then I end the TD. I need to end the table row as well. Here also I need to end the table row. Table row. After ending the table row, we need to end the table. Then we need to end the body. And then we need to end the HTML. So we need to save it in desktop HTML introduction, and we'll give maybe the file name as tables. Then html, and then save as type all files. So I'll check this folder. See, it has created. Now you see there are some things that are bold. This is because they are th there. So we remove this th and add td instead of that. td, td. See, now this has become a table. Now I'll add border to it. If you see without border, it looks so awkward. Now I'll add border. So here table border is equal to 5. So you can take border as any number, like you can take as 2 as well. So the border number which I'm writing is that it defines how much thickness does the border need in pixels. Now I'll again do it 5. The next thing I'll tell you is how to center the table. So here before this table border, I'll write the command center, and then we need to end the center as well. Before table, we'll, here we'll end the center. See, the table has come to the center. Now the next topic is spanning of the cells. So there are two ways by which we can span the cells. One is spanning cells across columns, and one is spanning cells across rows. So how we'll do it, like table border, we'll create another table row, and after that we'll write table heading. I'm just creating one extra line, and we'll not end the th like this. We'll just write col span is equal to 4, and then we'll write like suppose computer store. We end the th, we save it. See, it has created one more line with merged cell, like we do in Excel, we merge the cells. It is just like that. Now we can do it in across rows as well. Like we can do row span, row span. I save it, I refresh it. See, it has become like this. Now I'll do it to col span only. Save it and refresh it. Now I'll tell you how to add color to a table. So if I want to add color to a particular, row, what I will do, suppose I want to add on this item name, this row. Then I'll write bg color, is equal to red, for example. Save it, refresh it. See, the table line has changed to red. Now I'll tell you how to adjust the table size. So there are two ways by how we can adjust table size, by width and by height attributes. So we can increase the width and height maximum by 750 if we want to see the web page on the page. Otherwise, if you do 800 pixels, it will not fit on your screen. Now I'll table border 5. Here I'll write width equal to maybe 600 and height equal to 300. See, the table has increased its size. Now I'll tell you how to center align the text in the table. So like the laptop is left aligned and I want it to be center aligned. Where is laptop here? From TD, I'll write just align equal to center. I save it. We should see laptop is center line. So we can do it to all the content in the table. But you will ask me that doing this for all the content in the table is really tough and time consuming. So we can do this thing. We can write here line equal to center. So everything will get aligned to the center. Cell then wait. So cell padding is equal to 10 and cell spacing is equal to 10. So what is the difference between them? So the cell spacing attribute adds pixels between cell. The cell padding attribute adds pixel within a cell border. Spacing. So I'll show you spacing equal to. See, the distance has increased. So, thank you for watching. This is all for now. In the next video, I will tell you how to create a newspaper style column. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Please subscribe, like, and comment to this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.